Hello everyone and welcome to a new video from Your Overwatch. I'm Eddie the Chump and today we'll be talking about Nanoboost and Anna, how she has come to be the most meta hero in the game, and the dilemma about what to do about this, if anything at all. Before we start, I'd like to mention that whenever a new video goes live, we will in fact be streaming over on Twitch. So if you're a fan of the content, come over and say hi. The link will be in the description. With that said, let's get into it. Nano meta. Okay, let's first start with understanding why Anna is so prevalent right now. She has an incredibly cool and dexterous kit. As a character, I think she is designed brilliantly and really is rewarding to play. She's not easy to play either, and most players don't maximize her, instead relying on her ultimate to win teamfights. And here's the thing, a scary amount of the time, that's good enough. That's how good Nanoboost is. Her healing is good, her grenade just got a recent buff, and although her ultimate did get a slight nerf in charge time, her ability to charge Nano quickly feels about the same. Perhaps with the increased effectiveness of her nade, she can charge Nano just about as fast, as even more targets can benefit from amped healing more of the time, as it's harder to miss and has greater range. With this all in perspective, she may be deemed even better overall than before, though perhaps taking a bit more command of her kit to spam Nano, but definitely just as impactful on the game. Her damage cannot be underestimated either, and her sleep dart, although hard to hit, can be an excellent answer to a lot of problems, and that's my point. She has everything, and has become an almost community-wide auto pick, especially at the higher levels of play. Knock-on meta effects. So with Anna being so individually good, what are some of the larger effects that this has had on the rest of the game? Well, there's quite a few actually. Ryan is obviously a good target for her to pocket. She can build her ultimate very quickly, and he isn't the worst target for a nano boost either. Reaper is another hero who, especially at the top level of play, has become way more prevalent since Anna was introduced and later optimized. A nano boosted Death Blossom is an incredibly powerful ult combo, and it can be made even better with the well-placed Zarya shield. With these strengths and synergies, the game often revolves around Anna. You either use Nano to win a fight, crowd control their Nano to rob its value, or kill Anna before she can Nano. Of course there are ways to counter Anna. You can dedicate a Tracer or Winston to harass her, you can prioritize your focus fire on her so that she can't get an ult off in a fight comfortably, but the crux of the matter is that her team fight swing potential is massive, similarly to Mercy, but debatably better. There are ways to deal with Nano boosted targets as well. Sleep Dart, Maywalls, a cheeky Roadhog Bullrog off the map, or a hero Rhine charge to remove it from the fight, to name a few. But the problem is that the value potential of it is so strong, you must do one of these massive plays to edge out in the team fight. Because Nano is coming for you, always lurking, charging quickly, and it'll be back again, stalking you like Jason Voorhees in a forest. Even at the pro level of play, the issue is a team may have to spend most of their attention and crowd control just to not die instantly to Nano, which at the very least opens up the rest of the team to succeed while the enemy is distracted by your supercharged hero. We've seen Reapers get Nano boosted, drop down and Death Blossom, and even if McCree lands a crucial stun and they focus Reaper immediately, the initial damage inflicted and attention it draws from the opposition is so immense that it's difficult to lose the fight, and possibly worst of all, it doesn't make the game feel as competitive as it could be. So often it seems even when a team does a lot of the right things, they can still lose anyway. All things considered, Sleep Dart is the best anti-Nano tool, but therein lies a problem. If the best crowd control to Nano is another Anna who has her own Nano, there's bound to be a lot of nanoing going around. We'd advocate that the best crowd control for Nano being on another hero would be better for the game, but bar inventing whole cloth new heroes to work with, we'll have to advocate a different balance for what we have in the game currently, the Nano Dilemma. So with Anna being so impactful, what are the options to bring the meta into closer parity? Well, as I mentioned before, I think she's a great character, so major nerfs aren't what I'd actually do, and this is why it's a dilemma. She's a high skill cap hero, she should potentially have a large impact. So what I do is make the damage resistance of a nano target equivalent to Zenyatta's Discord effects. Currently a nano target gets a 50% buff on their damage resistance, whereas Discord only amplifies damage by 30%. We'd make those values the same, so it's a fair fight. Nano boosted targets already get a speed increase and an insane damage output potential, but them feeling unkillable is bad for the game in our opinion. The goal is to give people more tools to effectively deal with it, be it by winning the Sleep Dart battle with your own Anna, effectively crowd controlling a nano taking it out of the fight and limiting its ability to wipe you, and a third option of just directly focusing it, which currently isn't really an option, but could be. When Anna first came out, much of the community and the pros were concerned that she'd be overpowered. However, as it turned out, 50% Zenyatta Discord was plenty to limit the extent a nano target could carry an entire team fight. At 30% for both, we could see a better solution all round. Now I will say this, Sombra is just around the corner. She could, for all we know, have an ult denial ability. If that that's the case, then that could be another option. And that's the point. Anna at this moment is too defining for the rest of the meta. We need more options to deal with the relatively easy application of her ultimate. Graviton, for example, is a comparable way to set up team wipe opportunities, but its charge time is drastically longer than Nanoboost. We feel Nano should be more in line with that example. Currently it's too frequent and too powerful. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating. If you want us to cover anything specific, please don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section below. Also, please follow the Your Overwatch Twitter. It's where you can find updates about new videos and streams. I've been Eddie the Chump, and until next time.